You know, it's great having parents, as long as they're not jerks to you. Hey everyone, this is Rabbit Explore Animation Bliss, and welcome to another At the Movies Corner. So today's movie I'll be reviewing today is The Willoughbys. And before I get into my thoughts about this movie, here are a few words from the channel. Hey guys, if you want to check out more content from this channel, then tune in every Sunday and Monday for new videos. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of animated news that we wanted to talk about. So those would be considered special videos. And if you want to chat with us on social media or see when new videos are being released, then follow us through Twitter and Facebook. And also, please feel free to join our new Facebook group, Chat with Animation Bliss, where we talk about animation with other animation fans. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So the movie starts off with Mr. and Mrs. Willoughby having a romantic moment together when they suddenly realize that they're actually pregnant with a child. And when they discover this, they decide to neglect the child, which the first child was Tim, and they decide not to give Tim anything or give him any kind of attention. And this would later on expand to their other children, Jane and the Barnaby twins, as Mr. and Mrs. Willoughby would constantly neglect their kids and not really give them any kind of scraps of food or give them any kind of emotional support whatsoever. So one day the Willoughby kids decided they had enough of Mr. and Mrs. Willoughby's abuse of them, and they decided to send their parents out on a vacation in order to get them lost or maybe killed somewhere, so that way the Willoughby kids will become orphans and they don't have to deal with their parents anymore. But despite their plan succeeding with their parents actually going off to vacation, the Willoughby kids ended up getting a nanny who comes in and tries to take care of the kids, and Tim at first thinks that the nanny has no good intentions towards the kids since the nanny was hired by the Willoughby parents, but it turns out that the nanny actually cares a lot about the kids and wants to do what's best for the kids. And throughout the film, Tim tries to find ways to get rid of the nanny while trying to remain orphans with him and his siblings. So what are my thoughts about this movie? Well, I will admit that at first when I heard about this movie, I wasn't that interested in checking it out because it seems like that type of movie that I wasn't going to like. But then after I saw a lot of good reviews about this movie, I was like, okay, maybe I should check out this movie and see what it's all about. So I finally got the chance to check out this movie on Netflix, and I actually enjoyed this movie. I thought this movie was really cute, and it kind of reminded me a lot of Roald Dahl's works like Matilda and James and the Giant Peach. And even though this isn't a Roald Dahl book, it also reminded me a lot of Nanny McPhee with the nanny being placed into the situation. And the reason why this movie reminded me so much of James and the Giant Peach and Matilda and Nanny McPhee was because in regards to James and the Giant Peach and Matilda, you have the main child protagonist being abused by their parents, and they try to find a better life for themselves, while it's related to Nanny McPhee as the kids also have a nanny that they distrust at first, but then it turns out that the nanny really cares about the kids, and that's why this movie reminded me so much of Matilda, James and the Giant Peach, and Nanny McPhee in those regards. I also like the way that the movie tackled the issue of parental abuse. Like, it shows how parents can actually abuse their kids in many different ways. Like, it could be an emotional way, it could be a physical way. In this case, it's more like the Willoughby parents just neglect their kids. They don't really give their kids anything, and they don't really care about their kids. And you get to see that showcase a lot in this movie. And I like the fact that this movie explores with the topic about just because they're your real parents or stuff like that doesn't necessarily mean that they would be a good family for you, especially if they don't care about you. And you have the nanny who really cares about the Willoughby kids and wants to take care of them. And I like that aspect of the nanny's character. She's willing to take care of the Willoughby kids even though she's not related to them. And she tries to do everything right for the kids, and she tries to show the kids that she's not the bad guy. She really cares about the kids and wants to do everything she can to take care of the kids. And I also thought that the animation style of this movie was really unique. Like, it looked like it's stop motion animation. I'm not sure if it's stop motion animation. It might be CGI animation, but I do like the animation style because it really fits well with the comedic tone of this movie and also the surrealness of this movie. There's like a lot of surreal moments in this movie that I really liked, and it also has that fantasy aspect to the movie. Like, it reminds you so much of movies like Matilda and James and the Giant Peach with a fantasy aspect. And this is one of those movies that really had a good balance between the fantasy aspect and dealing with the tough issue of parental abuse at the same time. And I just love the tone of this movie overall. Like, it's mostly funny and heartwarming, but at the same time there's some really dark moments, like the parents being abusive towards the kids, and there are some scenes where characters are killed off screen and something like that. But the movie makes it in a way that's like it has a good balance between black comedy, and I like how this film is able to do that in such a lighthearted way, but still tackle these dark subjects in a fairly realistic way, like with the parental abuse and the effects it has on the kids themselves. So I really enjoyed those aspects of the film. Now, was there an issue that I have with this film? Not really. I thought this film was pretty good for what it is. Like, I probably would think of some issues with this film, like when I rewatch this film later on, but at the moment, I don't really have any issues with this film. So overall, The Willoughbys is a really good movie that teaches the viewers about what it means to be a true family, even if you're not related to that person. If the person cares for you enough and treats you like a real family member, then that's all that really matters. And that's what I really like about this film. And it's a really cute film to watch if you want to watch films that deal with families in general. Well, that's my review on The Willoughbys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbi's Blog Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? Then please feel free to hit that like button. And also, hit that subscribe button for more animation content from this channel. And now, roll the credits, please.